Guys, you're not gonna believe me. I lagged so bad right now. Anyways, guys, you're not gonna believe me. Rec Room just did this update in the rec center, and it's crazy. You guys want to come here to the back? Go over here to the plant. And you guys know how we had this plant before, right? You would click on it, it would give you an item that was like 80% off, right? Well, when you click on it again, well, just watch. Oh my god, another item! Craziest rec center plant update ever! Now, plant update aside, this is not all. We had a creator announcement and just a little bit more news that I wanted to talk about. It is one of those uploads. Seriously though, this plant will give you these paint thrower skin, the double drencher. It goes from 4.5 thousand to 1.6 thousand and it's 60% off. Recently, Rec Room had this little creator announcement. If you don't know of Airs already, it's Rec Room's moderation tool for Inventions. And Rec Room announces that it has removed over 100,000 violated inventions since going live in April. They shared an update on the impact of Airs and what's changed since their last announcement and an FAQ addressing the top questions. Their impact so far since going live on April 29th, Airs has already scanned over 5 million inventions, flagged and removed more than 100,000 violating inventions, and reduced the prevalence of sexual and discriminatory content in inventions by over 50%. The biggest takeaway is that over 98% of inventions passed by Airs so far were found to be compliant. So why does the 2% matter? Because even a single negative experience can ruin an entire experience for a player. There's been a ton of studies into negativity bias, with some psychology research suggesting it can take 5 to 7 positive experiences to counteract the impact of a single bad one. In Rec Room, there's so much to see and do, but it also means that one inappropriate inventions can undo hours of positive experiences. Airs is supposed to reduce the risk of that happening. When it comes to what they've improved recently, they lowered the threshold for action, allowing us to catch more violating content, and added a safeguard. If a flagged invention is widely saved or used, it now triggers a manual review before removal. This way we can add an extra layer of oversight before heavily impactful actions. When it comes to what's next, they'll keep improving Airs and will also want to imply the lessons they've learned for other types of content. So we should be expecting future updates. They have this FAQ, and they basically go on to talk about more questions. If you guys think this is important, then of course, feel free to pause and read. I've been trying to get my retention up, so, I don't want to spend too much time on this sort of stuff, but let me know down in the comments below if you prefer I read it all, or I kind of just let you guys have the freedom of this. Anyways, on to the next topic. In other words, though, I've seen some pretty good takes on Airs, the moderation system for inventions. This person named Lily But Epic had this sort of story to share, saying, I think overall this is a great system, but I'm a bit split on this to be honest. The only thing I don't agree with is receiving harsh bans or restrictions for inventions that were made more than like 3 to 4 years ago. As someone that's been playing for many years, I was young and made stupid stuff that I shouldn't have, like most kids do. I'm not afraid to admit that. But now, having received multiple warnings and an invention restriction in a 2-day span, even after clearing all of my inventions after the very first warning, I now feel as though Rec Room believes that I'm a bad actor due to these automatic flags. And it sucks! It feels horrible knowing that if you're a quote-unquote changed player, you're still able to get punished automatically for stuff that you made before most of the player base was even born. Not saying that older inventions that are bad should be just kept up, but I think that's just taking them down, and not sticking your entire account with moderation flags for the future is a bit more reasonable. And what is your experience with Airs? Let me know. So, wow. That got depressing. In lighter news, somebody was able to kind of game the system in Ham Tower recently. They're able to manipulate the prop to be able to rise it up and then still be able to jump on it on screen mode, and were able to actually get the ham. Crazy play. Insane play. For actual news though, Rec Room did release this little featured rooms video, basically showing that there were new featured rooms in Rec Room. Check them out. You may like them. You never know. And there was a new research lab survey. They want to gather your thoughts on different experiences in Rec Room, and it takes about 6 to 8 minutes, and it'll be here until June 16th or Monday. You get a blue survey bubbly for participating, and check your emails if you're in research lab. Now wait, there's drama? Apparently, Pico players have not had updates in Rec Room for a very long time. The Rec Room developer has confirmed that Rec Room is working on getting the newest builds to Pico. It was 2 weeks behind on updates. And usually whenever Rec Room has updates and stuff like that for devices, they usually have to send it to the actual device owners. So if they're sending it to like MetaQuest, they're going to send it to Meta and stuff like that to see if they can actually publish this update. Sometimes those people can take a long time, and I think that's what's happening with Pico. So, sorry Pico, your device owners just don't love you. Wow, this magazine. There's a complexity to it I can't explain. Beautiful. Beautiful. I didn't notice you guys were watching me. Well, I was just reading my favorite magazine. And of course, It's one of those times, isn't it? You don't know already, I got channel memberships. People give me money every single month for perks like being shouted out in all my videos and sneak peeks to all my videos as well. And me and you, let's just take a look at the YouTube browser real quick. Kind of funny, huh? Seems like it's one of my videos. So massive shout out to Misha, Astro Boy, Radio Miku, Shredda Says, Leafy, Grape, Yoda, Fiery, Ice VR, Recroom Rover, FNAF Lover, Assassin VR, Combative, TK Cop, Fuse Red, Heyray VR, Severity, Blur, VR, FMR Games, Sub, Big Slug, Iron Guy, Ondog, Kiwi, Mr. RFY, Fire God 82, Captain Candy, Gray, Default, G Milkman, Dashi, Chicken Noodle, Sebastian Solis, your local N Enjoyer. What is your name? Names unlisted. At the Pup Goby Fan 76, Toms, Camp VR, Cam, Dex Storms, Nico, Nolan, the Dragon Boy, Garlic Bread, It's Freddy RR, Dozer, BB Burning Owl, Raphael, Netflix 69, and of course Box David. Shout out to Misha for getting Octopus rank recently. I really do appreciate it. $25 a month. Oh my God, that's at least $5 meal deals. Anyways, though, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's end the video. And that was it. That was this entire video. I told you guys it was one of those uploads. Let me know your guys' thoughts. And of course, people, I'll catch you guys inside the next one. If you want to check out more Rec Room news, I actually posted some Rec Room news like 2 days ago. So go check out those videos. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys inside the next one.